All right, what's up, Counterpunch Boxing? Okay, check it out. That's my new intro, man. I love that. That just like it gets me hyped up, right? It gets me hyped up. Like I just, when I hear that shit, I just want to talk about boxing, box, get in the ring, whatever. I got a couple of heavy bags here at the house. I got a reflex bag. If you guys haven't, you check out the new Everlast reflex bag. It's got like a water-based pole and then like a hard ball on top, but it's set up in my living room. I watch movies at night and just hit that bag while I'm watching movies. Just pop, 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 little combinations or whatever. So, but anyway, okay, look, as the title said, let's go back a second look at the original Andre Ward Kovalev fight. And look, I have absolutely zero notes in front of me. This is just, just a general conversation. Now, of course, you guys know, I've been an advocate, a strong supporter for the fact that Kovalev was robbed, okay? I don't see how all three judges gave Andre Ward every round, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, every single round in the second half, except one judge gave Kovalev 1 round. Okay, how does that happen? It happens because they knew with the knockdown and, Kovalev pretty much dominating the first 4 or 5 rounds that they had to give him every round. That's the only way to justify, a decision for Andre Ward. So, but look, I'm not going to get into it, but what I don't like is now we have 3 new American judges. I made a video talking about it. I believe it's Glenn Feldman, Weisfeld, and, fucking Dave Moretti. Okay, so, like I said, Dave Moretti, he's going to phone it in. Okay, he's already got his card filled out. Andre Ward, UD, or by decision rather, not UD, but Andre Ward. He's already got that penciled in, locked and loaded, ready to hand over to the officials on fight night. So it's going to boil down to the other 2 judges, if it goes the distance. Okay, but yeah, you're looking at some pictures here. Fight night, the original fight. By the way, look at Canelo's back. What is up? He just did a some kind of like a promo type video or whatever. I think it was or it was Hennessy actually. Yeah, Hennessy, the alcohol Hennessy. And in the commercial, Canelo looking different. We'll call it different. Now, a lot of you guys out here, I haven't talked about it, but a lot of guys out here are talking about this, right? This is Andre Ward. Okay, they're talking about, where is this acne coming from? Where is the new physique coming from? And, I'm not really quick to, throw out the whole PED allegation. So, I'm not going to go there yet. But, it is odd. Oh, wait a minute. Shout out Ego Boxing. What up, Ego? Ego there doing his thing. Looks like he's drooling over Andre Ward is what it looks like. Yeah, no shit, that's Ego Boxing. Like, I just noticed that. But, yeah, I'll be covering the Gennady Golovkin Canelo fight pretty soon. But, yeah, shout out there, Mr. Ego. But, yeah, check it out. He's looking, I don't know. He's looking big, okay? Like I said, I'm not going to throw that allegation out there. But here, there we go. But, look, the chemistry between John David Jackson and Kovalev, from what I understand, it's okay. I think of course, there's a little bit of turmoil, but there's turmoil in nearly every camp. Okay, so I think them 2 are fine. They're getting along great. They're working the mitts, looking good. But look, let's go to 1 hour, 1 hour after the original fight. Okay, here's Kovalev's wife. Okay, he wants to win the rematch for his son. Okay, and she says, we were shocked. And damn, I wish I was a rich boxer. Man, Jesus Christ, the woman is beautiful. Okay, and then after the scorecard, she's saying they were shocked, his family. And, people don't get to see this side of Kovalev, a family man. He's not some monster, racist monster or whatever, the media portrays him as. Here's Andre Ward with his family right here. That's his little boy right there. His other son right there. His wife, Tiffany Ward, right there, cooking up some grub. Here's Andre Ward's house. Nice house. Now, Aaron Thigpen, this is the new strength and conditioning coach, I believe they brought in for Andre Ward in the rematch. I could be wrong, but you guys double check me on that. And I'm about to show you Kovalev, his new strength and conditioning coach. We remember it was Paxton. Okay, back in the day, it was Quan Paxton. I interviewed him on another channel. So. But here, right here, Alexander Mikhailovich. This is Kovalev's new strength and conditioning coach. And look, you know, after in the video, I want to devote it to the aftermath. After, you know, the original fight, Kovalev going around talking about, you know, after 4 or 5 rounds, I was completely drained. He said I had no energy, no stamina. You know, he said that they didn't even spar 10 rounds leading up to the original fight. You know, that they were just doing these like little bullshit 3 and 4 rounds, and he was running. He's like, I was training for like a marathon, and he was overtrained. I mean, it happens. You know, I mean, Ricky Hatton talked about it in the Mayweather fight. He said he got knocked out, or was it the Pacquiao? One of the two. Pacquiao. He said, you know, I was overtrained, so I lost. But what he got knocked out. You know. I never understood that comment by Ricky Hatton. It's because he got fucking knocked out. It doesn't matter how you're trained, you know. So, but yeah, this guy here, Kovalev, really likes this coach. So I think we're going to see a new, improved Kovalev. And you know, he's like, look, I'm not going to overtrain him. I'm going to work on, you know, specific things. We're going to target certain things, and we're going to correct any issues we had in the original fight. So I think, you know, he's a good part of the team, and he understands what Kovalev needs, okay? So, you know, and they have a great chemistry. Now, the report was that he's going to be the one talking in the corner on fight night, not John David Jackson. And, you know, if he was, and to me it would be because Kovalev, he can understand Russian better than English, but I think it'll be John David Jackson, you know, giving the instructions in the corner on fight night. So I don't know if I believe that rumor, but you guys remember the back and forth with Rock Nation and that rumor. But, yeah, I mean, like I said, these two guys have a great chemistry. They brought them in after the fight, and we're going to see a new, improved Kovalev. So, you know, they've cut back on the running, and now they're working on, you know, things that they need to do to go 12 rounds, you know, should it go 12 rounds, and to maintain that power. So, here's the concerned look when Andre Ward gets knocked down. You got this look right here, like, oh, shit, that's our pound-for-pound guy that just got knocked down. You know, here's all them belts that he lost, and now Andre Ward, you know, showing off the belts. I mean, you know, this is the thing right here. You know, it's kind of like with Timothy Bradley and Pacquiao when everyone said it was a robbery. You know, Bradley wasn't parading around with the belts and, oh, hang on, HBO, you know, make sure you get a shot of me looking up at my belts that I won from Kovalev. You know, it's like, come on. You know, so here's Kovalev with the sun, but he says, fuck that. I can't even talk about this bullshit. This was immediately after the fight. Okay, they go back to the dressing room, and you know, Kovalev's pissed. You know, his manager, you know, fuck that bullshit. And then he's like, you know, look at his fucking face. It's all bruised up, you know, talking about Andre Ward. And then here's Andre Ward saying, you know, oh, y'all were worried I got knocked down. Don't worry. And then, you know, here's Kovalev. He's pissed. You know, he just got robbed. He's like, this is bullshit, you know. And then, you know, they got a juicy gift. I mean, this was the language going on immediately after the fight. And here's the most important part. All the judges are from the United States. Well, guess what? Once again, they're all from the United States. So, you know, and Kovalev, when they asked him about that, you know, they said, well, you know, what do you think about the judges? You know, they're all American again. And he's like, oh, I trust him. Because I think Kovalev, he doesn't care, because it's not going to the judges. In his mind, you know, fuck the judges. I'm going to end it on my own, right? You know, again, Kovalev with his family. Then he says, did you see how your daddy got robbed? Okay, and again, this is immediately after the fight, about an hour later. He actually went ringside, did a couple interviews, came in, and went back to the dressing room, and came back out and did more interviews, and you can find those on YouTube, and he'll give you the breakdown. Here's Andre Ward, you know, go Andre Berto there, like, oh, my idol, you know. Hey, look, here's the thing, you know, people accuse me of being biased and racist and what. It has nothing to do with that. You know, I don't like a robbery. It has nothing to do with what color they are, where they come, nothing. You know, it's like usually I don't even respond to it because it's just pure ignorance, and, you know, Has nothing to do with that. I'm about boxing and fairness, and equality, and the wrong man won that night. So it was a robbery, plain and simple. Had it been the other way around and Andre Ward got robbed, I'd be telling you the same thing right now. But I'm gonna talk about the truth. I mean, here's Kovalev. I mean, does he look marked up? Does he look marked? No. I mean, he looks like he just got out of the fucking shower. Like doesn't look marked up at all. Andre Ward, yeah, he looked battered and bruised. I mean, he looked rough. He was swollen around the eyes. He had little nicks all over him. He got beat up. But I will say, I think Kovalev, I don't know if I'd call it gassed out. And then here's my next question, to keep it fair. Is Kovalev saying I gassed out? Is that an excuse? Is he just like trying to come up with some kind of, to make some kind of sense? Like, wow, what happened? He's like, he thinks that he won the fight, but he wasn't able to finish Andre Ward. Okay, he wasn't able to do what he did, and then the rebuttal to that is, well, Andre Ward made an adjustment, and that's why he could. It had nothing to do with his conditioning. Andre Ward simply made an adjustment, and therefore just took everything away from Kovalev. And in Kovalev, in his mind, he thinks, it's got to be my conditioning. I gassed out. But so, it's just, but watching the fight, you can tell Kovalev gassed out. I mean, he's in his corner, like breathing heavy, can't catch his breath. And, he kept putting him in a headlock and like taking big, he'll take a big breath of air, and he's like gasping for air. So you can tell, I mean, he gassed out, but I still think he won the fight regardless. Okay. So, and like I said, hopefully they make that correction, but, and look, I'm going to put out like an official prediction video real soon, probably tonight, maybe Wednesday, and it's not going to be long. I'm not going to get into, he needs to put his lead foot here and he needs to turn to his left and work behind the jab, control that range, and I don't know. I get annoyed with these guys on YouTube that they think they're boxing coaches, but they've literally never stepped foot in the ring, never put on a pair of gloves, never even had a one round of sparring, probably never even been inside a boxing gym, but they've learned the language. Okay, they've learned the lingo. They've learned how to talk like a coach and how to speak like a trainer. And, it's just like they're mimicking a trainer and a coach, but they don't know the first thing about it. They really don't. But like I said, they've watched other videos and they've mastered that language and lingo. So that's why I don't like to do it. I mean, I've actually trained a few guys though, and a couple of them are in the comment section. So but I just don't like making my prediction videos like that because, I'm not some famous coach or whatever, or even a professional coach, So, I'll stick to what I do best, which is commentating and, just giving the knowledge that I have to you guys, passing it on. And that's what I think I do best. So, but yeah, I think in the rematch though, I don't want to give away my prediction, but I'll say I don't think it's going to the judges. I don't. And if it does, I'm looking for another robbery. I'll tell you right now, plain and simple. If it goes to the judges, fuck, turn the TV off. He's getting robbed. Okay, he's getting robbed. So we'll see. Or another possibility that someone brought up in my Facebook group today. They said, what about a draw? In a trilogy. But then Kathy Duba, she just said, I don't care if there's a draw. I don't care what happens. We're not having a trilogy. It ain't happening. So, we'll see. But I'm going to leave it at that, guys. Just kind of wanted to recap on the original fight. And then, I don't want to get into the contract situation. I was going to talk about, how they had to renegotiate the contract, and Andre Ward, didn't, basically didn't stick to the original contract, the common clause agreement, which is a rematch clause, and they had to create a whole new contract, and all the issues they've had with Rock Nation and Virgil Hunter and whatnot. But you guys have heard it all. It's the talk. Look, it's time. The talking is over. It's time to throw out a prediction, and let's see what happens. So, but yeah, leave your comment below. I mean, who do you have winning? What do you think's going to happen if it goes to the cards? Even if Kovalev dominates, do you think it'll be a robbery? So, look, thank you for watching, and I'll be back with another one.